Yeah.
We just go rock with it.
Okay.
Come on, Rios.
Hey, this is Reality Check with Rios. We got my boy here, Sidahfect. Been going hard, pushing this Junky cartel, pushing motion forward. Let's go.
Biggest motion in the city, man. Junky cartel, man. Cartel business, you know. The boy Sidahfect. But first of all, man, #2 song in the world on the billboards. Kendrick Lamar, Lefty Gunplay. You know what it is, man. TV off.
Shout him out, Lefty. Okay, so let's start. We're gonna start there then. We're gonna start there. How big is that right now? Like, that's just crazy.
Man, I can't even like put it into like, you know, perspective right now. Like the #2 song in the world on the billboards, man. That's iconic, man.
That's iconic.
That's historic. You know what I mean? A lot of people can't really brag about that. You know what I mean? So
has it hit y'all yet? Like, has it like really hit? Like, damn.
I don't know, man. To me, no. Probably Lefty. I don't know. You gotta ask Lefty that, but to me, it hasn't hit yet, man. Like, I'm in some like legendary rooms right now with legendary people, man. Just soaking up legendary games. So,
and your merch,
yeah,
everything I see is motion.
Big motion, man. Big motion, big motion, man. We go always do it up and try to do it big. So, yeah.
Well, I want to say thank you for coming. First off, thank you for being here. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
I appreciate you.
I
appreciate everything that you got going on. I appreciate the brand and you coming through. You be on Ace Boys Worldwide.
Yes, sir, man. Shout out to Ace Boys, man. Shout out Trey. Shout out Manny.
Shout out
to PU, man. The potato is coming, man.
The potato is coming. Shout out to everybody. But I had already seen your motion before Ace Boys Worldwide.
Okay.
And just seeing you in places and doing stuff and like, oh, okay. And then getting to meet you is like, damn, sometimes you meet people, it's just like genuine. You know what I mean? Like, damn, this is a cool brother, a good guy that's really out here hustling.
Yes, sir.
And that, how do you speak to that hustle? Where did that hustle come from? Of like, let me get into these rooms or let me get out here and have my face everywhere. How did you get that? Because some people be nervous.
I don't know, man. I'm from the east side, man. Like, we always just go do it up, man. Pop our shit, man. So I never been like starstruck.
Okay.
I never been like scared of the lights or be scared in the room or anything like that. So I always like strive to be somebody successful, like shoot for the moon, shoot for the stars. I feel we only have one life, man. Like,
right.
So I'm gonna do this motherfucker up as best as I can. You feel me? So
shoot for the stars, land on the clouds.
Yeah, man.
You know,
can't be average, man.
Can't be average. And so let's talk about where Junky Cartel came from. Like, where did that?
Yeah. First and foremost, man. RP, my brother. You know, young C-Dog, man. Vulture against the Crip. You know,
rest in peace, C-Dog.
That's what's one of my guys, man. That was like my best friend, man. Like, so initially, he the one that told me to like, hey man, get off your ass, man. Start that shit, man. Because I've always been like into like clothes and like, you know, Bape, the hundreds, all that type of shit. You know what I mean? Like for like swaggy gear, you know, the hundreds, you know. So I felt like I put my taste on it. You know what I mean? Like, cause I did music, you know, for a long time. I still do music now, but like I said, just the clothing, like, you know, the infrastructure of how it is. You know, I always felt like that's something I want to pursue and want to do with my life. You know what I mean? Because who doesn't like clothes? Right. And who doesn't wear clothes?
Yeah, who doesn't wear clothes? Ain't no nudist countries out here. Everybody wearing clothes, you know? And so that's dope. That, and rest in peace to C-Dog, you know what I mean?
Peace,
that
my brother.
He was a big part of your motivation and pushing you in your motion.
Yes,
you know?
Sir.
So how did Junky Cartel is such a dope name.
Yeah.
How did that come about? Like,
the Junky Cartel basically started like over there on Avalon and Vernon, you know, on the east side, you know, behind the AT&T building. It's like a big ass alley, you know, still to this day, you know what I mean? Whole bunch of smokers doing shit, smoking shit, doing shit, like, you know what I mean? So me and C-Dog, we used to always walk through the alley to go to Metro PCS to pay our bill and shit. So we used to always smoke with the smokers on the way back, like lighting firecrackers, like throwing rocks at them, like doing like teenager shit, you know what I mean? So one day we threw like a firecracker with a sparkler and we like set it off and they got mad at us, a couple of smokers over there. So they came out harassing us with like crowbars and all type of shit.
Oh yeah, they came after y'all.
Yeah, so
they was
like,
ready.
we got on and ran. It was like, catching our breath and shit, we laughing, and it just like naturally came. It was like Junky Cartel,
right?
And so
that was the Junky Cartel after us.
That was after us, feel me? So we kind of stuck with that name, man. So that's something like I always like want to do, like, you know, honor his name and like keep it going, you know.
Damn, that is dope. I wasn't expecting that story. You know what I mean? Like that's a real story behind the name. You know what I mean? A brother that's pushing you, an experience with your brother that manifested from. And how long did you carry that thought?
I kept for like a long time. So like in 2020, like when the world shut down, we was just chopping it up like always. And he was like, "Man, you need to like do your clothing brand, bro." Like we ain't, cause I worked at a strip club, so we was closed for like, you know, the pandemic. So he was just, me and him was just chopping it up, and then he was like, "Hey man, you need to like get on the ball with your clothes, man, and like start pushing it out, rolling it out." So that's when it started, like in 2020.
Okay,
yeah. So
that's a crazy, not necessarily crazy, but it's funny how people will see, like they see you now, right?
Yeah.
Like, but to them, it's like, oh, he's everywhere. Look at how he just got it. Yeah. Not knowing the process.
It's a process, definitely, bro. Like it's a long journey. It's a lot of early mornings, a lot of long nights. You know what I mean? It's a lot of frustration. It's a lot of everything, man. As an entrepreneur and a business owner, so you got to find different tactics and different things, you know, you want to implement, and what works and what doesn't work. So that's all. That's all it is. And people think overnight success just happens like that, but no. Like even with like Lefty, like I met Lefty like when he like really got out of prison, and he had like 4 or 5 songs up, you know. Like I linked up with him, I gave him some merch, you know. He was digging it, so like people probably see Lefty wearing it now, but like, oh, he just hopping on the Lefty train. But it's like I've been rocking with Lefty before he even like, you know, seen this, you know, success. You know what I mean?
And even with Lefty, people would say, "Oh, he just all of a sudden is successful." Yeah, and not acknowledge or recognize the hard work that's put into the shit.
Yeah, you know he's putting a lot of hard
behind
work
the scenes.
Yeah, definitely. Like he's in rooms, like Lefty's doing like 7-8 songs a day. You know what I mean? Like room with like Problem and X4 and Dodie 6, you know, RJ, like Mike and Keys, like everybody's working, bro. Like it's a different type of work, you know what I mean? And not just like just overnight, you know what I mean? Like it's like definitely a hard work and effort and a drive.
Right. It's not no sudden success. Yeah. It's like getting to see him, Lefty, we're talking about Lefty, and not to spend too much time there, but getting to see him in these different rooms and operating in these different rooms and maintaining his character, maintaining who he is also something that makes me respect him more. You know what I mean? Like, this is not an act. This ain't some, no, you're going to different rooms and this is who you are. Yeah. And that's dope. Authenticity is what, there it is. Authenticity.
No, he's real authentic, bro. He's real genuine. He's real humble. Lefty Gunplay is cool, man. Like, as what you see is what you get. Like, you know, if you fuck up, he apologizes, say, hey, my bad, you know what I mean? Yeah. And like a man, keep it pushing. Like, we don't get in our feelings or hold any grudges or anything like that. Like, so Lefty's a real stand-up dude, you know what I mean?
Well, I'm happy for him. I'm happy for Kendrick. I'm happy for the West Coast.
Yeah, man.
I'm really happy for the motion.
Yes, biggest motion, man.
Biggest motion that's happening right now. Yeah. And that's like, I think everything happens for a reason, right? Like it doesn't just happen that you and Lefty meet and you and Lefty come across paths. It doesn't happen that the West Coast is exploding how it's exploding right now. And it's motion, and the name of your shit, the motion, all about motion, right?
Yeah, we're pushing forward, man. We're pushing, trying to be a different league right now. Like I said, a lot of these people and these institutions try to hold us down, for progressing in life, with a lot of stuff. So unity is a big thing right now on the West Coast.
Really big thing. And black and brown unity.
Yeah,
right?
Black and brown for sure.
And so in unity and as a whole is big. But here in LA, what we're doing right now, Southern California, it's something I hadn't seen before. You know what I mean? On that grand of a scale. Like I've seen it in our personal lives. Yeah, definitely. Like in our regular walks. Yeah. But it wasn't something that was being on TV or something that was being promoted. It was always being promoted as us against them or them against us. Yeah. And that's what sells. Yeah. And that's what makes them money. But they don't ever promote or ever market what really is happening out here.
Yeah, well, a lot of people don't understand, like, in everyday, like, life on the east side, like, where I'm from, like, black and brown communities, like, we engage with each other. We're cool with each other. Like, Hispanic family next door might hit you and be like, yo, come get a plate and a beer. You know what I mean? Come chop it up with us.
Right.
We might be on the grill, like, come get some ribs or come get, some sides, come watch the football game with us, you know? And you watch vice versa, their football game, soccer, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Or party or, quinceañera or whatever they got going on, you know what I mean? So that's not promoted to the masses, but if you're in the community, you know about it. Yeah.
You know about it. And it, like you keyword community, right? Yeah. Like there is community. It's just representation is everything, right? Like having representation and exposure to things is everything. And it may be some places where it's not, like even on the east side of Long Beach, it's not that much unity there, right? Yeah. It's getting better. It's not as bad as it used to be. But
bridging the gap,
being able to be somewhere where the gap may not have been bridged yet, but being able to see on TV the gap being bridged, you know what I mean? And you over here like, oh shit, they doing it. Why the fuck we can't do it? You know what I mean? And seeing something positive, usually has positive outcomes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, they want people to self-destruct. They want people to crash out. Like, so that sells. You know what I mean? Like, negativity sells. Like, like say most negative, like say content on the internet is mostly viewed before good content. You know what I mean? Because that's just the retrospect we live in. People don't really like want to tune to like the good stuff in life. They want to tune into the negative.
Let me get that poison. Feed me that toxic shit. And I get it. You know what I mean? Like it's exciting. It's entertaining. It's loud. It's in your face. You know what I mean?
Ignorant.
You know what I mean? And so it's really like dumbed down, low hanging fruit. You know what I mean? And they're piggybacking off that. But I think the more we keep doing this, and right now from 2020, how 2024 is closing out, we're running with it in 2025.
Well, I'm gonna just say this, man. Cat Williams, that nigga's a psychic.
Oh man, wait, he did say that too. He said 2024, all of them about to be exposed.
Yeah,
the exposers.
He was sapping them, man. No Diddy.
Damn. Yeah, no Diddy. That damn Cat did call that.
Yeah.
Kendrick, Cat came like damn. Cat came in on the wave of the Cat Williams and Shannon Sharp show, right?
Yeah.
And it was like everything was primed for what's happening right now. Like it was just like everything was set up for this.
Like we call it the revolution of truth or the year of Aquarius. You know what I mean? So
what?
Yeah,
wait, the revolution of truth?
Yeah, like all the truth will be revealed. Like so, all these like bad entities and fake culture vultures type stuff, all that will be exposed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and what we have is they say we have Kendrick. You know what I mean? Like the whole year basically speaks for itself.
Speaks for itself.
Like
the revolution of truth.
Yeah.
Damn, that's what I'm gonna run with that. I'm gonna get me a clothing. Like, hey, I need you to help me with this clothing line. You're like, what is it, Rios? Revolution of truth. Like, nigga, he stole that.
Oh, so you my boy, man. You can have that, man. Shit, kicking game ain't messing up on the table for everybody, man. We all eating, man.
Hey, so is there any hiccups that you would like to talk to? Like, say, just like a young cat or young sisters, whatever, that's trying to start a clothing line.
Yeah.
Is there any like hiccups or advice for them to avoid, or any advice that you give them? Like,
man, all I could tell them, Rios, man, is trials and tribulations, man. Like everything, you got to find your like your core like group or message or value you want to push first. That's the first thing you got to work on. Like the message you want to get out to the masses is like once you do the rollout, like this is what they're gonna see as your brand. Like what you represent. You know what I mean? So, also like have a dope name. You know what I mean? Have a dope name. Have a dope logo. It's like in the raw like manufacturing. Like we have screen print, we have embroidery, have DTF, DTG. So find your niche of how you want to do it. You know what I mean? Because everything costs different, so you can get more bang for your buck either with printing, or you get more bang for your buck off paint. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, just have like a dope logo. Have like supporters. You know what I mean? Because that's what it really comes down to. A lot of people don't really have supporters in the beginning who believe in them.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And that's a big thing. Like I didn't have a lot of support. You know what I mean? Like I just like I said, my best friend, rest in peace, he was a lot of my support. And picked me up a lot of times while I was down about it, you know what I mean? And people don't really have that. So I have a good support system, I have a good team, You know what I mean? Like, it's like I said, you gotta just get in that gym. You gotta get in that lab. You know, like it's like not an overnight success how I got here. You know what I mean? Or
be ready for the hard work.
Yeah, be ready for the hard work. You can't cheat the grind.
Right.
You can never cheat the grind ever. You know what I mean? And if you get it too fast, it don't last too long. It
don't last long.
Yeah,
and you don't value what you got.
Yeah, so it's like you got to treat it as like your baby. You know what I mean? Like you really got to cater to it, nurture it, feed it, like, you know, give it attention. You know what I mean? Like deal with the headaches, deal with the hiccups, deal with the boo-boos. You have to do all of that, you know, in your business. You know what I mean? So like people think they could just slap a logo on, you know, something and
then just go.
Yeah, like, nah, you have to find like content creators, you have to find people that's into it, you know, like you have to find that cult following, that niche, you know what I mean? Or like it's like emotion is like universal. Like you hear emotion all the time, you know what I mean? So it's just a universal word that people like, oh yeah, I got emotion. Or
people can hang on to that.
Yeah, keep it in motion, you know, or forward motion, you know. Shout out Keem.
Shout out Keem, man.
But yes, that's all I could tell. Like that would be my advice, you know, to the young entrepreneurs or young people trying to do a clothing line.
Get a good logo, a catchy name, and something that you can't overlook is hard work.
Yeah, and then you got to find a print too, because embroidery is pretty expensive. Okay. You know, DTG, you know what I mean, could get pricey. You know what I mean. So now
embroidery, that's
stitching.
That's the stitching.
Yeah,
okay,
that's stitching. You know,
there you go.
So it just depends on your stitch count. You know what I mean?
Because that takes time.
Yeah, it takes time. You know what I mean? So some logos have like 5,000 stitches. Some logos, even a small logo, have like 4,000 stitches. You know what I mean? So it just depends, you know, on the logo you have. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And some logos you can't get all of them stitching embroidery. Like it's possible, bro.
Well, they don't have the capabilities to do that.
But yeah, because like the machine will run like literally for like 14 hours. You know?
Fuck.
Yeah. So.
For one?
Yeah, one logo. Like
what?
Yeah, like my homeboys was doing like the Arizona logo, like, you know, Arizona Wildcats.
Yeah.
And their logo took like 13 hours. Just the big A, you know what I mean? Like,
with the big A, not even the devil or anything, just the big A.
Just the big A, you know what I mean?
Damn.
So it's time consuming, you know what I mean? So also the stitch count is expensive, so you know what I mean? Like you gotta think about your price point, you know. It's like the trap, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you buy wholesale and then you do the division, you know what I mean? Like,
damn, that's so, because you'll be like someone outside. I just started my website, societyfreedom.com, and I got like stuff on there through Printify and Shopify and Printify and stuff.
Like e-commerce, like print to order.
Exactly. You know what I mean? And so I have no idea the depths and all the innuendos of like merch and what it goes into. And I can see how, like, from my perspective, like, I'd be like, oh, that's a dope sweater. Like, okay, he's got this. But really, you don't know what goes into making that sweater or mass producing a sweater where it has the stitching and they say, oh, I went DDG instead of this because BTF. Of this. There's so many situational things that go into it.
Yeah,
like,
you can use vinyl too. Like, it's all type of ways you can like print out and cut, and you can but it's also like advice to them too, like you gotta have a budget, man, because this shit's expensive, man. Like it's really expensive. Like you'll lose money fast if you like don't know what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like, because you could get a bulk order and then it'll just sit there. You know, you wasted like 8, 9, 10, you know, like $1,000, you know, worth of inventory stuff just sitting there. You
just sitting there, just collecting dust.
Collecting dust for sure. And that's like frustrating too, because like when I first started, like I wasn't really moving like clothes like that. You know, it was like a slow grind to like see what people like, what style they like what's in, what's out. You know what I mean? It's a lot of different variations of what you're doing, you know, when it comes to clothes, because people like different stuff. Like people are just attracted to different stuff and want to wear different stuff. And even the quality. Like I went through like 3-4 years of going through different, you know, blanks of seeing what blank, you know, is acceptable. Yeah. That I like and I could sell to my customers, you know what I mean?
Like I'll wear this, so this is exactly what would I wear?
Yeah, that's how I look at it too, because like if I'm a word, then you know I gotta make sure my customers are word too. You know what I mean? Like the quality is a big thing.
And so are you buying the machines also? Because I heard the machines are what's really expensive. Like the
I'll have a partnership. Shout out Real Recognize Real, man, on 16th and Main, man.
Real.
Go get your clothing done over there on Main, man. I have a partner, man. My man Juan, man, the CEO over there. That's my boy, man, known for a long time. So when I got into the clothes, he helped. Like I learned a lot from him. Like being in that space, sucking up a lot of game.
Black and brown unity, baby.
Black and brown unity, man. We here, man. Black and brown. Shout out Juan.
That's
man.
that real motion right there.
Real motion, bro. For real, man. So he was ready, like, in the game because I used to work at Sam's, man, at the strip club.
Okay, yeah.
So he used to go there all the time. So that's how I met him. And he used to always come give me free merch. Like, he'll give me, like, a hoodie, give me a hat. He'd be like, hey, man, it's my shit. Just, rock it.
Yeah.
Videos because I did music, too. So I'll be like, all right, then, bro, I got you. No problem. You know what I mean? I'll rock your shit. You know what I mean? So eventually, like, when I got into it, you know what I mean? I ran to my Main Street. I'm like, hey, man, like, what's the deal, man? I'm starting my clothing brand. He's like, yeah, man. He just bought his building like that, like at the time, you know what I mean? So
oh shit.
Yeah, so he's like, man, come fuck with me. Like, come get your stuff print here, you know what I mean? So then we've been locked in, man, for a long time, man. So shout out Juan, man, Real Recognize Real, man, 16th and Main.
That's really dope. Junky Cartel motion moving forward. Do you see yourself building more out of it? Like doing even more like jeans, like
yeah, definitely. Like I like now that I have the resources, now I'm looking into like jeans. I'm looking into like puffers. I'm looking into like whatever's in like rhinestones. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like all that type of stuff. That's people like I said, people have different tastes. You know, so I gotta cater to them too. You know what I mean? Because they're supporters too of my brand. You know, customers that's buying. You know, and I'm not like. Not open to ideas. Like people say, hey, can you do this? I'll dip and dabble with it. And just be like, let me just see what this might be hitting for. You know what I mean? And sometimes like
hit or miss.
Yeah, hit or miss. Like you'll miss 100% of the shots you don't take. You know what I mean? Like those people don't understand. Like
truer words have not been spoken.
Yeah, like people like are scared of like defeat and doubt. And then once you get over those two things, like you start to see like a lot of success. Like whatever you do, you know what I mean? Because you're not scared of like, being embarrassed. You're not scared of losing. You're not scared of like this didn't work out. You know,
right? That's
what a lot of people are afraid of. You know what I mean? Like now I've come to terms with myself. Like, hey, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. If at least I tried. Exactly.
You can deal. I'd much rather deal with myself and my conscience knowing that I tried.
Yeah.
Like now, what kills your conscience is like I didn't even attempt.
Yeah.
I didn't even try. Like I don't even know.
A lot of people have regret in life, man, because they didn't take the opportunity to take that shot, man. Just being lazy or just, procrastinating. Yeah. And didn't get them nowhere in life, you know what I mean? Cat lady, you know what I mean?
Cat lady, yeah, exactly. You're going to end up being lonely and angry for no reason. Talk about manifestation.
Manifestation.
And law of attraction, because that was something that we had talked about earlier. Where did you first get that? Like, how did that play out for you?
Yeah, well, law of attraction is secret. I learned from my best friend, man, Knockout, man, out there in Texas, man. When we were young growing up, like with C-Dog, we had like a clique on over there in Avalon on 43rd. So we had a clique, we had a whole block. So my friend would always like, he'll come, Knockout be the nigga like nigga, let's watch the Notebook. Like he was elevated. Yeah, he was elevated. Like he was always like kind of like the smarter one of the group.
Yeah.
So he always be like, hey man, let's read the 48 Laws of Power. It's like, I got the book, The Secret. Like, so we learned that from
The Secret changed my life too.
Yeah, so like he taught me that from like a young age, man. And he always told me, like, we were still cool to this day. We talk to each other every day. He like, hey, man, you're the only one that applied that shit, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you really, I gave you that shit and you just, you ran with it. You know what I mean? So, like, always speak big, like, speak big of yourself, speak into yourself. Like, never speak down on yourself. Yeah. Like, you always, like, want to write down your goals and you always want to, like, so, kind of like structure in a way. You know what I mean? So,
it's a way to be organized in your own success.
Yeah.
You're organizing your thoughts and you're structuring your positive thoughts about yourself and you're putting it out there. You know what I mean? Like if no one's talking good about you, you should be talking good about yourself.
Yeah. That's why I always say believe in yourself first.
Believe in yourself first.
Because if you don't believe in yourself first, no one will believe in you.
Right. So. And I be telling my son, so my youngest, he's really good at everything he does, right?
Okay.
Just naturally gifted in athletic sports, but he's also very competitive. But his competitive and his ability will cause him to not want to do something because he's like, if I'm not the best at it, if I'm not good, I'm not even trying. And it's like, nah, son, everybody starts at a certain level. You have to work to get, but he's gotten like spoiled in the thought like, oh, I'm just good at shit. Like,
he probably has kind of like main character syndrome, probably. You know what I mean? Like, he's like, nigga, I'm starting this show, and it's gonna go my way.
That's it for sure.
Like, so that's a good and a bad thing to have. But I think like he'll probably grow out of it. You know what I mean?
I'm trying to get it right now.
Because like if he wants to be successful, he's gonna learn. He gonna need a team, and that's what everybody like kind of be like stubborn about. Like, cause they're like me, I had that issue for a long time. Like, I always want to like just do it by myself and just like stubbornness. I got to be number one. Like, so, but as I'm elevated in life, like, and being around different people and successful people, like you need a team, bro. Like you always need a team. Like whatever you're not good at, your strengths are at, somebody else is good at it, and they can help you to what you're trying to attain. You know what I mean? So I feel Xander go, you know, when he come in second place or third place, you're like, damn, I need some good teammates, man. I can't do this by myself like AI.
He's not saying you run a track this year. He's like, is the coach good?
He doing interviews for the coach.
Like, this fool 9 years old. Like, what?
He's like, you're fired, man.
Yeah, get out of here, dude.
How'd you place last year in championships?
Yeah, you know, like, what is this kid? But it's like I'm trying to get it like under wraps because he'll have anxiety about school. You know what I mean? Like testing. Like, and he'll want to. If he's not doing amazing, he's like, oh, I got to test today. I got to study because I want to be the... And I love the drive to want to be the best, but let's not let it affect our everyday walk. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, don't be stressed out about something at today, and you won't be regular because you so concentrating on that.
Man, you're 9 years old, man. Go play the game.
And chill out, man. I'm trying to teach you, like, chill out, dude. But
I definitely have a competitive drive. Like I'm very competitive. I always had a competitive drive, like growing up, and like even the block. Like on the block, we used to race. Like we used to box. We used to be on the box, like boxing. You know what I mean? Like so, it was definitely like in my upbringing. Like me, like I have all boy cousins. You know what I mean? Like we were very competitive in everything we did. So,
iron sharp as iron.
Yeah. So I always been a competitive person. So like my drive is like, of course, to be the best. You know what I mean? But also understand now too, like it takes a team, you know what I mean? It takes stuff that I don't know to like ask for help. Like people are ashamed to ask for help, you know?
Yeah.
And that's the problem, you know what I mean? Like if something you don't know, just ask somebody who do know.
Right.
It's never a dumb question if you don't ask.
Exactly. And that goes to a good point of putting yourself in rooms with people that know more than you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's always good to be teaching and
learning
and passing down like information, but it's also like being in a room where you're helping a room. But it's also good to go to a room where you're gathering tools, knowledge, and wisdom from the other folks in that room. Like, okay, I'm not intimidated to go in this room where somebody is maybe leveled up way over me, but you know what? Maybe I can learn from them.
Yeah, you gotta just humble yourself. Some people, ego and pride, you know, kills a lot of a lot of progression in life because their ego and pride like just doesn't, you know what I mean, want to soak up the moment or what's going on. You know what I mean? So be in different rooms, like you have to open your ears to listen.
Got to.
You gotta like, okay, let me see what, like, just like you go to church, you know, you listen to what the preacher and the message trying to give you. So it's like when you go to the room, somebody else is the preacher. You gotta listen, open your ears to what they saying. Okay, to be useful, to be, you know, successful, whatever you want to do, because they're more successful than you. You know what I mean?
Right,
like you can't look down on them. You feel
exactly.
me? So
you gotta be able to. It's active listening.
Yeah,
active listening. Like say if we're in a debate or we're on the street, we're talking, and you have a point you want to get across to me, but you 5 words into your sentence, I'm already thinking about what I'm going to say to you before I even let you finish. Like, you didn't even get the point because I was getting to that.
Like, man, nigga, you a psychic? Like, damn, let me finish, nigga. Goddamn.
Let me finish. That's exactly what I was about to say. Or that's what I was saying, but you already trying to fight to win this conversation. It's not about winning the conversation. It's about partaking in the conversation.
Yeah, it's not sprinting a marathon, you know what I mean? So whatever tools you don't need or whatever things you need your kit that somebody else has, you know, to offer, you go in there and you listen, and, you know, just tone down your ego, just turn the volume down and just, you know, be humble and listen to what free game they got to give to you. I mean, because it's all game at the end of the day, because like to what you were saying, like when these legendary rooms and stuff like that, it's not as like gatekeeping, but it's like knowledge of value. Like the knowledge is so valuable. Like not everybody's gonna get this game. You know what I mean? So if you're here getting this game, you better soak it up and it's like a sponge. You know what I mean? So
maximize that opportunity.
Yes,
because sometimes we can be so blessed to be in these rooms that we get comfortable and it gets to become a norm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we can't forget how special that position is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because there's people that would die. To just be there in that one room, let alone all the rooms. You know what I mean? Like, and so always remembering how valuable and precious the moment is.
Yeah, because like even like running around with like Lefty and
that's okay, go ahead.
Like even like running around with Lefty, like, you know what I mean? Like everybody's like seeing me in the rooms I'm in, like, oh damn, he moving different now, bro. Like, yeah, because it's just not, I'm not just like moving the same way I was, like naive and stubborn. Like now I'm like listening. Now I'm like being able to people to critique me and give me guidance and like, okay, this is what you're doing wrong. Yeah. Like, let me help you out. Like, let me sharpen you up here. Let me touch you up here. You know what I mean? So it's all like I said, damn. Like, you know, like the pride and ego thing. Like, it's just like, yeah, bro, like you got to just be humble enough to like, be like, I'm in a special room with somebody right now. You know
and
what I mean?
You got to get rid of that shit, man. Like it's something that they've been saying since the beginning forever. Pride before the fall. You know what I mean? Like it's literally like pride before the fall. Like if you don't humble yourself to be in the position that you're in and treating others how you want to be treated, like treating people with respect and not treating people based on their position in life. Yeah. Like you'll have somebody that will treat the owner of a business a certain kind of way, but then treat the waitress or the janitor or a completely totally different way because you don't see any value in being nice to them, but you see value in being nice to this. I might garner some favor.
Nah, but I come from communities where my homie's mom is the housekeeper, or my homie's dad is a janitor, or whatever such position there is. So I never like in life never want to look down on nobody because I've like in my community, my friends' parents are doing those jobs. You know what I mean?
And they're what makes the world go. Like, if it ain't for them, this don't work. It's like we have, and that's the thing is like we have to value each other, as in I need you just as much as you need me. Yeah. Like we need everybody in this whole thing to be together, and that's a big part of unity. Is like we valuing every position as the same as everybody else. Like,
yeah, well, I'm saying if the CEO, if you know, of a multi-million-dollar company is don't know who I am, treat me with the utmost respect. You know what I mean? Like, who am I to like go on somebody on the street and not look? You know what I mean? Like, it's just you learn it from successful people. Like, you can't look down on people at all in life. You know what I mean? So,
and then something that I've noticed that you do, or that I've known a lot of people in the business do that are successful. And I don't know if this is to be true or if this is just me saying it, but the people that are in the business are in the clothing line, in the brand line, are the successful ones are the ones that are getting their shit out. You know what I mean? Like you've given me so much stuff and like without even asking for anything in return. Yeah. But when I see people do that kind of stuff, I see favor coming upon them. You know what I mean? Like I always see those people that walk in that spirit or that walk always getting blessings.
Yeah. Well, to not even know you is not even the point. Like how I knew Pun for a long time. You know what I mean? Like rest in peace, my homie T Swish. You know what I mean?
Rest in peace.
When Pun used to be running around with Perico and the Enterprise and all them, T Swish was part of that. You know what I mean? So I knew Pun from a long time. You know what I mean? So as I'm like, you know, doing my merch, you know, coming up, you know what I mean? Pun sees me, gives me a little opportunity, like, hey, come to pod, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I didn't, you know, I was kind of opposed to it. I was like, I don't want to go on no podcast, nigga. Like, what do you mean, nigga?
What you talking about, dog?
I'm behind the scenes, nigga. Like, you know what I mean? But Pun gave me some real game, bro. He's like, man, you want to get your shit out, man. So you got to get in front of that camera. So, like, I was like, okay, damn, though, because like I said, I'm used to like Joe Rogan or you know like Patrick David type of You like you don't crash podcasts, nigga. That's kind of rude, nigga.
That's against pod etiquette. That's not pod etiquette, bro.
That's not pod etiquette at all. So, but Poe was like, nah, nigga, like,
fuck that shit, come through.
Like, come through, bro. I was like, bet, I got you, Poe. I was like, who there? You know what I mean? Because, like, say, I'm still kind of new to, like, this kind of world of podcasting, like, you know what I mean? Like, because I'm used to, like, just a standard guest, and they go for 3-4 hours, and you just soak up whatever game they. But Poe was like, nah, we doing content, we doing funny shit, like, just pull up. So I'm like, all right,
here I come.
I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So, like, I took that leap of faith because you know, PU, he told me to do that. So that's all. It's all love. And then, like I said, I chopped it up with, you know, you, Manny, Trey. Like, it's all love, bro. So I'm gang too. So it's like, you gang too. If I win, you know, you win. So
we all win.
I'm not opposed to giving you like merch or like anything like that, bro. Because, like I said, one of your partners put me on, you know what I mean? So it's just like we spreading the love around.
Right.
You know what I mean? The camaraderie, you know what I mean? So
and I'm the kind of person, if like I receive something, I'm wearing it, I'm promoting it, I'm talking about it because it means a lot to me. You know what I mean? Like, I know what things cost, or I know what hard work goes into stuff. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna do my due diligence and in my labor portion of the job of like, hey, check out my homeboy shit, Junky Cartel Motion, because it's deserving of the attention. Yeah, you know,
I didn't like kind of crave the attention at all because like I was kind of opposed to. I'm like, nigga, I don't want to cry. I don't want to crash your podcast, nigga. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but he was like, man, come do that shit, man. So it's me coming out of my shell. You know what I mean? Like, okay, like, damn, I don't know what I'm doing, but hopefully this shit go good, you know what I mean? So
it went good,
I took a leap of faith, you know what I mean?
The leap of faith and having the confidence to do that, you know what I mean? Like the win, lose, or draw. Like, hey, we said the regret. Like, now what if you like what we were just talking about? Like, what if you would have been like, nah, I'm not gonna do it. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't be here.
You wouldn't be like, you know what I mean? Like, it's so many opportunities that come from just doing it. Like you said, do it now.
Yeah, just do it now, man.
Do it now.
Yeah,
and doing it now. Say Ace Boys Worldwide, or not even Ace Boys Worldwide. Say Community 2025 in June blows up where they're just out of control big, and they like, hey, Sidahfect, we need you. Like, it's just like putting yourself in position to take advantage of an opportunity, like maximize your opportunity.
Yeah, a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people procrastinate, man. Like, and that's what kills a lot of people drives and, you know, dreams, you know what I mean? Procrastinating because, like, I'll just do it later. I got time later. But it's like, nah, man, you want to manifest your goals. You got to go take your opportunities. You got to do it now. You got to get up. You got to go do this and go do that. You got to, like, not labor on the fact, like, you got time. Like, even though, like, I'm living a fruitful life, like, I don't know when my time's going to be. Right. So I just feel like I'm just doing it now. Like, you feel me? Like, I got to just, all the effort I got, all the energy I got, I'm going to put it out there. And hopefully, you know, God's blessing, I'm going to just do it up one time, you know.
Because tomorrow's not promised.
Yeah, tomorrow's not promised at all.
Can't leave something off till don't do something today saying I'm going to do it tomorrow.
Yeah, because people be like, looking back, like, oh, I didn't know he was into that. Oh, I didn't know he had a, you know, whatever. Like, whatever they were trying to do. Like, people wouldn't know if you procrastinated on the fact, you feel me? So
I'm going to make this bomb sweater. I'm going to do this. I have this bomb idea.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it tomorrow. And then tomorrow, hey, we got a music video. Do you got anything like?
Yeah, like I was like,
damn, I should have did it.
Yeah, kind of like with Lefty. Like I was kind of prepared for the moment because he had to shoot, and I know his manager because we did music together. And he called me like, "Hey man, you got something for Lefty Gunplay?" I'm like, "Who's that?" You know, he's like, "I was with my artist. I just signed him. He's gonna be big. You know, we just want to put some of your merch on him. You know, because he has his photo shoot." I'm like, "Yeah, I got some stuff for Lefty," and I just pulled up. Met Lefty for the first time, genuine, like real cool dude, bro. Like from the east side, you know.
Yeah,
just,
down to earth.
Yeah, like you just be like, come on, man. Like this is my type of, you know. So that was like a blessing in itself too. Like just taking that step. Like I got the phone call, I was ready for it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
like yeah, I got some shit.
Yeah.
You want some shit? I got this shit.
I got this shit, man. I got this shit, man.
You want this shit? I got this shit.
But even that, Lefty genuinely fuck with the merch though. Like oh, I'm a fan of this shit. Like this shit fly. Like you know what I mean? Just knowing Lefty personality. Like oh, this is me right here.
Right,
like, you
exactly.
Know what I mean?
It fits the persona. It fits his character.
Yeah.
Like
so it just went hand to hand. You know, like at the time it was prepared. You know what I mean? Like just it was just like the law of attraction. I would manifest it. You know what I mean? This and then. The opportunity came and I was ready for it. You know what I mean?
Ready for it and treat him. like I say this, it's redundant how many times I say this, and like not burning bridges, but treating people with respect.
Yeah.
And being a stand-up person, right? Just being a stand-up good person.
Yeah.
If you weren't a stand-up good person, you would not have gotten that phone call.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? Like if you weren't putting in the work and being who you were, they would have called somebody else.
Yeah, but like I say, your perception, your reputation perceives you. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like so, like I said, I've been in the strip game. I was working for a strip club for like 14 years, man. But I worked at one specifically for 10 years. So
yeah,
there I built a lot of relationships with lawyers, doctors, trappers, managers, like whatever you want to, porn stars.
All walks of life.
All walks of life, man. Whatever you want to call it. So, like I said, I built a lot of relationships there and networking there. So for whenever my opportunity did come, I'll be ready for it. You know what I mean? So, like I said, his manager called me because I'm a stand-up guy, but he knows me from, being there all the times at the strip club when shit goes south. So Sidahfect right there, you know what I mean? So I've been locked in one for a long time, man.
Damn, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's really, really dope. And so with Junky Cartel, with Motion, are you thinking or not thinking? Do you still want to push your music career? Do you still want to?
I definitely want to do it. It's a dream of mine I have for a long time. Like I used to be in a room, big boy on, you know what I mean? Like playing music loud as fuck, like rapping music, you know what I mean? So I always want to pursue my dream and keep it going. Sometimes in life, you know what I mean? You know where it's gonna take you, you know what I mean? Right. So me being independent, you know what I mean? It was a lot of a lot of money. Okay. Like saying studio.
Oh, money, like out your own pocket. Like you have to pay for these expenses.
I didn't have like a label type. I'm doing it independently. So I had to pay for videos, pay for, engineers, pay for like mix and mastering. Like it's a whole lot of people don't go like behind the scenes. It gets pretty expensive. Yeah. For anything, you know what I mean? And then, like I said, I even had a manager, like just me managing myself too, trying to get to shows, trying to perform at shows. So it was a lot, like at the time, like it was a lot going on. And I was just like, man, I'm not making money right now, so I have to take a step back. Yeah. So it didn't really kill my dreams, but it kind of like, just you get frustrated.
Halted it a little bit.
Halted it, and learn. You learn from your mistakes. Be like, okay, well, I'm in rooms with like Lefty's manager. I see how it goes behind the scenes now. Like it's a different ball game. Right. Like, oh shit, like you know what I mean? Like they're doing things different way. Like you have your own way of doing it, but then when you go around people I know what they're doing. Yeah. You're like, okay, it's different. You know what I mean? So when I do like get back to, do my music, I know how to move different.
The process. Like, okay, I've seen this side of the process. Yeah. This is how they do it. Like I was just trying to figure it out on my own back then.
I was just, kind of like boxed in, naive, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like I thought I could figure it out myself. Like everybody do.
Was that where you were saying like now I know you need a team. Yeah. Like you can't do it all by yourself.
Yeah, you can't do it all by yourself. You know what I mean? As much as you want, and everybody love to do it by themselves, you can't, bro. You need a team. You need marketing. You need like, you know what I mean? Like you need a YouTube team. You need a like Instagram. You need all that. You know what I mean?
Social media team. All that shit. And it's like, damn. I'm just really just getting exposed to a lot of this stuff now. And it's just like the consumer is naive. Yeah. We just think it's the product. You know what I mean? Like, oh, the finished product. Like, damn.
Well, now we live in an age of like instant gratification. Yeah. So we want that now. Like, attention span is like literally like 3 seconds. Like, so you people be like, all right, next. Like, it's just, if it don't, if it's not for you, you're not going to pay attention to it at all. So you got to get your niche real quick, you know what I mean, with the audience, the consumers, you know what I mean? Even with content, like anything you do, like you have to get them, you have to hook them in real quick. Right. So, like the bait, you know what I mean? Like bait them and hook them. Like, okay, got you. Because like even just with shorts and reels and people just swiping, right? There's no commercials. You know what I mean? Like people don't have time. We were growing up watching the shows we were watching, we had 3 minutes of commercials. Yeah, we had to wait. You know what I mean? There was no fast forward. It was no DVR. We had to sit there and wait. And then you had to wait till next week, too, for the new episode. Exactly. Like Netflix now, you can just binge watch it. Watch everything. But we were taught, well, I don't know if we were taught, but the way life was you didn't get shit right when you wanted it. So you appreciated it more. We knew the songs to the commercials. Definitely, you know what I mean? Like we knew everything because we didn't have
the privilege or the opportunity to just turn on the internet and have an option for 1,000 movies. And we watched the movies that came on the TV.
Exactly. Or the same fucking cassette, you know, if a Blockbuster, you have to go like, fuck, you watching this again?
Watching this again.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? But that's the time and age we live in now, man. So it's like real difficult to keep the attention span of somebody, you know what I mean?
So we got to adapt to the new generation.
You got to adapt.
We have to adapt to what their world is, what their reality is. Like their reality is different than what ours was. So we don't want to get left behind, you know what I mean? Like, what is it that they want? What is it that they're looking to? And so do you, like, is it something with like the youth right now, like that you see like, okay, they like flashy, they like big lights, they like, is there something that like we were more subtle?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, okay, cool. Like I'm chilling, this and that. Are they more so about like the big lettering, like the flashy lights, catch the attention type stuff now?
Well, kids nowadays, they just want to be like what's in, what's cool, like what's fun. You know what I mean? Like I was telling you previously, like negativity sells. Like that's what, you know, ignorance is selling. You know, they don't want the black or brown to be, you know, united. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I feel like with the youth, like they're just looking for anything of like they say the microwave. Yeah, like, you know what I mean? So they just want their, like, it's even what like orders. It's funny, right? Because people order. I'm a small business, right? I'm not Amazon. You know what I mean? So they'll order and then they'll email me like, "Hey, shit, my order."
Where's my shit?
I'm like, bro,
I saw your Black Friday was crazy.
yeah, Black Friday. Like they'll text me, email me like, "Bro, where's my order?" I'm like, "Bro, like literally, I ain't got your payment yet." Like, you know what I mean? Like the website got your payment. You feel me? Like you gonna have to wait till that shit clear. You know what I mean? Like, so it's
like, I need my shit, man. Yeah. Like, damn, you ordered this yesterday.
Yesterday, bro. I'm telling you, Rios, it's crazy out here, bro.
Oh,
like,
man.
It's like Amazon fucked a lot of it up for us too, bro, because the 2-day shipping type stuff, you know what I mean? Like,
and there's such a big monster of a company that they can this is the crazy shit. They make so much money. This is when I knew like it was just out of control how much money they make. Like my wife had ordered like some bed frames that I had to build for the kids or whatever, and one of the bed frames came with like at the very last piece at the end of building the bed frame, you know how you have like the long wood piece that goes down the middle of the bed so it doesn't...
So it don't sink.
So it don't sink. It didn't have it, right? Okay. So we called the company, was like, hey, it didn't have it. How do we send it back? They was like, nah, just keep it. We'll send you another one. It cost them more money
to
restock it.
Yeah.
Than to just send a new one. I was like, no. I said, wait. I said, babe. They said, what? She was like, they said, just keep it and they'll send us another one.
Yeah, I think.
And I started looking into it. I was like, it costs more money for them to restock it than it does. So what they're selling their shit for is so overpriced that they're like, I could sell 5. I could lose 5 of these. If I sold one, I made my money. Yeah,
because I heard like, I'm not sure, don't quote me on this, but I heard like Amazon made like $1 billion a day, right? Or like close to something like that a day.
What?
They make so much money.
$1 billion a day?
Yeah, like that.
Oh yeah, that's different.
That's a different tax bracket.
That's a different, like, I don't even know if that's a tax bracket. He is the bracket. Because look, if you get, you Jeff Bezos, you get a divorce. Before you get divorced, you're the richest man in the world. When you get divorced, your wife gets half and she becomes the second richest person in the world. That's some crazy.
That's motion.
That's that motion when he's trying to.
That's motion for you, man. She in there, she cutting up.
So freaking Amazon done, but that's what they warned us about. That's what they was warning us about, is like these big companies trying to knock out like we used to call them mom and pop shops. Yeah. But really it's like the regular entrepreneur.
Yeah, the small businesses.
The small businesses. Like, you're making it hard for me to even operate.
Well, that's why they run into law like that whole monopoly thing. So you can't monopolize, so you can't make all the money.
Yeah, because what was the first one that I've heard about monopolizing, right? But the first one where I saw where it was like playing out was one of the
I believe it was the train companies.
The train companies?
Yeah. The dudes buying all the railroads and stuff like that, so nobody else could make money off of it.
Right.
So,
and then the cable companies that were like like say if I don't know the names, just say if Verizon
and Dish
was trying to buy Dish, and like the other two companies were like, wait, if they buy that company, we're out. Yeah. We're out. They have 80% of the business.
You're like Sprint and all them back in the day.
It was something like that. And I was like, oh shit. And they had took it to the courts. And it was like, no, you guys can't do it because
you guys monopolizing.
Just monopolizing. Yeah. And it was like, oh shit.
Nah, Jeff Bezos, he getting that bag right now, man. Like it's hard to compete. Like clothing wise, for sure, man. Like people going on there buying shit, getting it the next day, like next day prime type shit. Like, I'm a small business, man. You got to wait like a week for your order, man. Like, give me some. I got you, bro, but give me some time.
Don't you go? It's worth it. The wait is worth it. The quality is better than Amazon.
Yeah, for sure better than Amazon. You got big emotion.
Big emotion, and that's like a trip because if you think about it, like Amazon can afford to lose, right? Yeah. Like. When we lose, it's a big hit on us. You know what I mean? Like
definitely like restocking or like they do a chargeback, like all the fake scammer orders, you know? Yeah. Fuck y'all niggas. Oh, they because they'll order something, then they'll fucking hit they'll call like MasterCard or whoever and like, hey, I didn't get my order. Somebody did a fraudulent order.
Really? So wait, when that happens, it's a loss?
It's not a loss, but it is a loss because I get their payment, but I make them a product and they do a chargeback charge. So kind of necessary to kind of get in there for free.
Yeah, damn. You know what I mean?
So
bastards.
It's scamming niggas, man. Them niggas they out of pocket.
That's like the new crime. It's like because we were just talking about somebody, I forgot who it was. We were just talking about like crime is almost you can't even commit crimes just because there's so many cameras, right? Like it's hard to do.
Yeah, they lie to y'all when they say they doing street work and shit. They put them cameras and shit like that, man. Like, but I'm even seeing it now. Like I'll be driving, I'm like, is that a camera? Like on the telephone line? Like, you know what I mean? Like they kind of like just slowly incorporated it. Like all that shit. They'll just put it up like, oh, we fixing the street. You know what I mean? But they putting them cameras up, so anytime some shit go down, they can just trace back. Oh, what time? Cell tower or what time on street camera? Like you know they doing it up on the crime, bro.
Hey, and look, I was talking to my son about this because he had never seen the driverless Uber.
Oh, yeah, I've been seeing them, yeah.
Bunch of cameras on them just spinning.
Yeah, spinning, yeah.
And so we were talking about it, I was like, damn, that's crazy, huh? Like, and he was like, I didn't even know that's what that was. He thought it was the GPS Earth thing, like where they
Google Maps.
Google Maps.
Yeah, back in the day, used to drive around just like that though with the spinning shit.
Spinning things. And when I dropped him off, I started thinking, I was like, oh shit. Yeah, these are self-driving cars. Yeah. But these are mobile cameras.
Yeah, literally mobile cameras, man.
That are just picking up everything. Yeah,
but they're getting all the data though too, man. People are like so naive to like be like, oh yeah, like the government's not watching us, man.
Come on.
Ever since 9/11, I mean, if you do your homework, man, the government saying that shit's a lot. Yeah, like don't get it confused or twisted, man. But some people like say they live in that box and like conspiracy theories, like, oh, that's not true. Like, but bro,
come on.
Yeah, like if you got any ounce of common sense, you gonna know like they've been watching us. They know who the big players are. They know who the big fish are. They know all that shit.
All of that. And now they got like not now. They've had it for a while, but like the Alexas and the the iPhone, the Apple one that you have in your house, like, hey, Alexa, or hey, play this.
Siri.
It's constantly recording.
Yeah, it's constantly recording because you could just say something like, huh? Yeah. You're like, I'm not talking to you, motherfucker. I didn't say your name, bitch.
What you mean, huh?
Fuck wrong with you? You listen to my conversation right now?
The fuck you mean, huh?
We'll turn you off.
And that's the thing is like, they put shit in your house and you don't even realize what's in your house.
Yeah, even like, allegedly, I'm not gonna say, but you know, even my partners, you know, you're like with government raids and stuff like that. They say people have cameras in their house. You know, they could say they could hack into your cameras and be watching you if they know you have cameras in your house. You know what I mean? So there was a baby sleeping in her crib, right? Like a baby. You know how like how you have baby monitors, like the cameras that's on the baby. Yeah. So if you're in your room, you see whatever's going on. Something like just check the monitor, see the crying
or whatever, and you can hear the baby or whatnot. But the baby had been like complaining about a ghost in her room.
A baby?
The baby was like, there's a ghost that's talking to me, and the parents was like, like just
like
be quiet. You
like
tripping.
brush it off,
brushing it off, like
Okay.
you tripping. Like it ain't nothing going on. Like just you being a little kid talk, or whatever.
Yeah, imaginary friend type shit. But then one night, the dad wakes up and he's looking at the camera, just to look at his baby, and he sees his baby like looking around, and on the camera he can hear somebody saying, "Hey, baby, get up, baby. I'm watching you. Come over, like get up." Yeah.
To the baby, and so he started thinking like, "Oh shit, it is a ghost." It was somebody hacked into the camera and the microphone and was talking to the baby.
What the fuck kind of shit is that? Talking to a baby?
Talking to the baby, like just playing around, just like some kids hacking.
Just bored?
And was like just talking, but they had been doing it.
Yeah.
And so the baby had been complaining about it. Like,
so that basically was like kind of pranking the parents in a way? Like, oh, this gonna have you think your baby crazy?
like or whatever, or just like bothering the child. But,
yeah, but to what you're saying, yeah, like they could, hackers and government entities, man, like they can definitely like, they get your IP addresses to your cameras and stuff, man. This game over, you know.
It's over.
They don't even gotta put a wire in your stuff anymore. You do it's easy for them to just to hack. You feel me?
To hack in, and like even on the Tesla, if I want my Tesla to be faster than what it is, I just have to buy an upgrade.
Yeah.
I just have to buy an upgrade and hit the button, and it upgrades the software.
Exactly, like that. You don't have to even take it to Tesla to the shit anymore. They can just do it right there and there.
Unlocks it right there. Then they have like the cameras. If you want the cameras on at all times, you could hit a button or download this software or make it. I think it's called retrieval, where if your car is parked far away, you can hit a button. It'll come to you. It'll come to you.
Yeah, my sister has a Tesla, so she was telling me about it. Like, if you get too close to start recording, or if you get like all the features of the Tesla, so that's crazy, man.
I turned all that shit off.
Niggas ain't watching me.
Niggas ain't watching me. Like, I turned it off. For real, and if they want to, they probably just tap in if they wanted to. But I was like, I'm not going to be consensual in you watching me.
But you know what's scary, Rios? Like, they kind of been programming us for this for a long time.
Right.
Like with the cartoons and the shows, and like they kind of been telling us like we kind of leading this way, you know, for a long time. And being the flesh now, like, oh shit, like AI is so crazy. Like, bruh.
They've been saying it.
They've been saying it for a long time.
Minority Report.
Yeah, iRobot.
iRobot.
Like,
Tesla is doing exactly what iRobot was.
You believe in Independence Day?
Oh, don't get me started on that shit. Because look, the last few movies, right? I can't remember Tomorrow War. There was a movie called Tomorrow War where it was like the people from the future came back, was like, everybody in the future is dead. We need to bring people from the past to fight the war in the future. That's how many people have died.
Yeah, like time travel.
Time travel. Like they was bringing people from the past to fight the future war because the world was going to end.
Well, you know they say it's a time traveling portal in Antarctica, right? I'm just saying. I'm not. I'm not. You know, I'm not.
I'm up on all that.
Yeah.
Like I'm up on all that stuff. Like all the visits to Antarctica and all that stuff. Like.
Yeah.
But the last few movies, and there's a new movie out called Elevation. Where
I'll check it out.
It's about aliens and stuff, but all the latest alien like creature movies have all been about the aliens are already here coming out from under the ground.
Well, yeah, they're saying like they're among us as like the politicians, as like the reptilians and stuff like that. They're already among us, walking among us, you know, blending in like Mystique, like the X-Men, you know what I mean? So it's not crazy to believe like, you know what I mean, all that stuff like they're putting out there. So I'm with you on that, man. Like I feel like they already hear like the whole Roswell shit, like that, like hot air balloon. Like, come on, man.
Come
like,
on, dog. Wait, what? We stupid. Wait, that's stupid.
No, we got the army niggas on in the report saying like, no, that ain't no like, you feel me? Like,
come on,
no hot air balloons. Then you gotta kind of believe them. I believe you see what with your eyes. You know what I mean? So even like the Navy, like you know, they be flying around the sea. They be seeing like type of other shit, and they be like, hey man. That wasn't no fucking jet from Korea or something like that.
Exactly.
You know? So.
Well, for the longest time, the pilots, they used to have to sign something where they couldn't talk about if they saw something out there while they were flying.
Yeah, a lot of them have though. Like a lot of them before they die have diaries or journals or told their kids on their deathbed like, hey man, like
it's some shit out there.
I wasn't tripping, like you know what I mean. Like I already saw a motherfucker look like E.T. Like
Grandpa not crazy.
Waved at me.
What's up, nigga?
Booka booka.
Oh man, but it's real, and that all that like thought sparked from like these self-driving Ubers, right?
Yeah.
Like really, they're just mobile cameras. They're just mobile cameras just picking up, and the more and more of them, because there's going to end up being more. We see them very rarely now, but pretty soon they're going to be dominating the streets.
Yeah, the workforce too.
The workforce, and it's just going to be.
They're like basically camera taxis. Even like with the little bots, delivering food now.
Little robots, the food delivery robots. Yeah,
like. That's crazy now because it's taking job away from the Uber drivers and the Uber Eats dudes or DoorDashers. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like technology moving at a faster, accelerated pace than when we was growing up. You know what I mean? Because like we had DVR and CD players and Walkman. You know what I mean? Like now it's there's
no more Blockbuster.
There's no more Blockbuster, man.
Like that middleman is gone.
You know what fucked me up? When I learned wrestling was fake. That shit fucked me up, Rios.
Who told you wrestling's fake, dude? That shit's real. That shit is real, man. What are you talking about?
I just see some behind the scenes when they doing like little codes and shit like
that. Shit is definitely scripted. What do you call it? Choreographed. It's definitely choreographed. Yeah. And when did you find that out?
When did I start like really getting into wrestling? Probably like in the middle of like John Cena's hype. Like I was like. It ain't cool as like when The Rock and Stone Cold.
That shit started. That's when you really got to see like at least early wrestling. It looked real.
It looked real for sure. I was like the biggest wrestling fan ever, bro.
Dude,
like,
but now the shit is so like watered down and scripted and fake. It's like even the storylines are just like.
Do your son like wrestling?
None of them. None of them watch wrestling. Okay. He got into it for a little bit, but Xander.
Yeah.
He don't like to see good people get beat up. Okay. You know what I mean? Like he don't like
heroes.
The heroes. You know what I mean? So he walk around the house
on 10 on eggshells. Like he beat The Rock. He beat Roman Reigns.
Like, you can't watch this shit no more. It's fucking your attitude up.
And that's what you do though. It's like you have heroes in your head as little kids, man, and you don't like to see your heroes lose, man.
Nah, man.
You know what I mean? Like, just when you find out, like, even Santa Claus is fake, it fucks you up, too. Like, man, that's you, daddy. That's you, mom. Like,
dude, my daughter, it took her. I let her go. I didn't, like, my older son, I told him early. I was like, hey, just like on some nigga shit, like, hey, Santa ain't real. I can't have you going to school thinking this shit is real. You know what I mean?
What age did you tell him?
Like, probably like 6 or 7.
You asshole, Rios. I didn't find Santa was real till like 10, probably.
Dude, my daughter, I don't even know, like maybe to like 12, but it's still me and her favorite holiday. Like it's our favorite holiday. Like we love it. But she was believing like until 12, you know what I mean? Like well into junior high school.
Yeah.
And then like one day she was just like, Santa is not real. And I was like, who told you that? She was like,
her friend. When her friends told her, like, man, her mama and daddy bought her this. And I saw this in the car. I seen this in the closet.
And I was like, oh, shit. Like, but I didn't have the heart to tell her. You know what I mean? Like,
I can't rip that from, I can't rip it out your heart. Like,
I could do it to myself, but not my daughter.
Yeah. my baby. I can't do that to you.
But it's still, we share, like, that holiday. Like, we love Christmas or whatever.
You guys bond like that.
Do you have any kids?
No, I don't have any kids.
Do you want children?
Yeah, I do want kids. You know what I mean? I don't have any kids at the moment. I thought I had a kid, but it wasn't mine.
Okay.
So
how long did you think?
Man, it was a speak on it, man. It was a pretty painful situation, man. Like
my cousin went through the same thing.
Yeah, I was with a girl. We going consistent, then she go off. We argue, do some dumb shit.
Yeah.
And then, you know what I mean? And she like 3-4 months probably.
Yeah.
You know,
my cousin, 3 years.
Yeah.
Two or 3 years. And I mean, it was devastating.
Yeah.
Not just for him, for grandma, for like just like because you're invested. You know what I mean? Like
it's definitely a lot of trauma involved, man.
Yeah,
like,
that's not some
show called it's called Reality Check. So you know what I mean? But come to terms, man. Like like the girl was just toxic, man, just evil. She was like, I will tell you it was yours too. You know what I mean? Like all type of shit like that. I was excited to, you know, it was my kid.
Of
You know,
course.
so I'm like, you know, I'm 34, so I'm getting of age, you know, when I want kids, you know what I mean? But that was like, that was pretty painful. And on top of that, like the year before, I lost my best friend. So
oh man,
I was my best friend. Then
just
like,
2 back-to-back like tough situations.
Yeah, I was on a win streak, man, for a long time with the Lord, man. Then he had to kind of like humble me and like let you know. So, but like I said, I lost my best friend, man. Then after she helped me get over my best friend, like, you know, the trauma of losing him, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Then she does this to me, so it's like another stab, like damn, you know what I mean? So I was destined to win, bro. Like God just takes you through challenges and adversities in life, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To sharpen your tools, sharpen, you know, like different perspectives of life, you know what I mean? So like, yeah, it was just back to back, you know, like traumatic things for me in my life, you know what I mean? So
not to get into detail about those situations, right? Because we'll just call them traumatic situations or hurt, like situations that hurt us, right?
Yeah.
That can break us down. What did you use to build yourself back up? Like what was a tool or what helped you overcome?
For my best friend, probably not popular, but it was shrooms, man. Like,
really?
Really. Like, I wasn't like weed and alcohol wasn't doing it no more. Like, like I said, I knew my best friend since we were like 8 years old, man.
Shrooms are my favorite that I've ever done. I've done a lot of stuff in my life, but shrooms were the ones that I felt gave me clarity.
Yeah, that was
life.
like my coping. Like, you know, I'll pop like the real mushrooms, like not even like the chocolate. Cap. The caps. You know what I mean? So I was doing that, and it helped me like just kind of like help pick myself up because, like I said, when you lose your best friend, man, this shit is just
that's rough.
And the way he lost his life was just like really like it was tough.
I'm sorry to hear that, man.
So shrooms for sure. Just building myself up, but like building back up my confidence because like you're depressed for a long time.
Yeah.
Like you really like don't want to do nothing. You really don't want to like be like bothered by like, you know, anything. So
would you also be triggered easily at the time?
Yeah, I'll be triggered a lot because like I said, he was like my brother. Yeah. You know, he was like my right hand. You know what I mean? So whatever I did, he did. Wherever I went, he went. You know? So
constant reminders too. Like that's the hard part that a lot of people don't talk about is like going to your normal activities. Yeah. Is triggering of thoughts like damn, this is what me and my boy we used to be here together like this.
That's why I haven't really done music in a while. You know what I mean? Because me and him, we always used to go to the studio to get out. Like, yo, I'm gonna pick you up right now. All right, then get ready 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I'm gonna go to the studio and we'll be there banging it out for like 4 hours for a session or whatever. Yeah. So when he lost his life in 2022, I kind of like step back, you know what I mean? Like, damn, you know, it's like, it's not the same.
Yeah.
Because he there smoking, you know, just like laughing, joking, like, nigga say that harder, like just, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, so.
It get you over the hump too, you know what I mean?
He was like, you know, really my, like, you know, my right hand, you know, like, so that, you know what I mean, was really like hard, you know what I mean? So I say shrooms, you know what I mean, help me, because I'm not a real big drinker, you know what I mean? Yeah. I smoke weed a lot, but I don't really drink, you know, so. But I didn't really indulge in shrooms either, so. Yeah. I was like something opening up new to me, and I'm like, oh, well, okay, this is like.
And that's. Also, wasn't some black people? We didn't do that.
Yeah, we didn't do shrooms. Yeah, it's like looked down like
I was like, white person.
Nigga, you a tweaker. Nigga doing shrooms, like.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But they come to find out it's one of the most natural things. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so, what did it do for you though? Did it help you calm down, or did it help you like just like?
Yeah, it calmed a lot of my anxiety down. Okay. Because like I'm always deep in my thoughts and just like it's always. My brain's always going. Yeah. You know what I mean? So like with shrooms, it's like slow down. Yeah. Yeah. Take one step at a time, one foot in front of the other. Like we not, you know, like don't all the problems of the world, like just don't at one time, like just relax. You know what I mean?
You're
like,
not gonna be able to do it all at once. Yeah. Damn, that's so good. Because we can get caught up in that. In the thought, like one thought, oh, that's not fixed. That's not fixed. That's not fixed.
This got to get paid. This got to get paid. You know, I got to do this. I got to, you know, shoot this to him or, you know what I mean? Like, so it's just a constant reminder, like, just, you know, it just slows you down. Like,
take a step back.
Yeah, take a step back, man. Like, it's going to be all right. You know what I mean? Like, don't worry. You know what I mean?
That's a beautiful thing. Shout out to Mr. Mushies also.
Shout out to Mr. Mushies, man.
So that helped you with that. And then with the second one, what helped you gain back my
power? I feel like sometimes like when you're not I feel like God's funny sometimes because like when you focused on yourself, He blesses you the most. For me, like and then I wasn't as like focused as I was supposed to be.
Okay.
I was kind of putting somebody like not above me, but like I was
prioritizing.
Yeah, prioritizing like that life. You know what I mean? Like making that person happy. You know what I mean? So I wasn't like making myself happy. I wasn't like tracing my dreams. I was like just
putting yourself on the back burner for somebody else's happiness.
Yeah, definitely, bro. Yeah. And that God, like, He has a weird way of reminding me, like, hey, every time you focus on yourself, you see how I bless you. Yeah. And see what I do for you. Yeah. And then every time you focus on somebody else, you see what I show you a lesson. I teach you a lesson, like, like to always remind me to focus on myself. Like, don't put nobody above me, above my goals, my dreams, my ambition. Yeah. Don't put nobody above that. Just, He knows what I want. Because
this is the mission we have. Yeah. This is the mission I got for you. Yeah. Don't get and that's, like how you said, God could be funny sometimes. He can break you down, and you think it's like to break you down, to hurt you, or to make you learn a lesson. But it was really like, no, I don't want you over here. Yeah. I want you on the path that we have set up. And you know what the path is. And you're like, damn, I forgot. Like, thank you for the reminder.
Yeah, because I was on a good road. Like, I didn't have like no drama in my life, no nothing. Like, fucking all these strippers, just like living the life up. You know what I mean? And then, like I said, I tried to introduce, my best friend. And then, like, after that, the girl having a baby on me. And I was like, damn, man. Like, God was like, I got to give you a power back. So you got to focus on yourself, man. Yeah. We have a mission, we have a goal, we need to finish. And, you need to stick to the script, man. You need to focus and you need to double down and really like, be more yourself. Like, don't talk down on yourself. Don't question yourself. Right. Don't question yourself for your purpose. Yeah. A lot of people question themselves and their purpose. Like, what am I here to put on earth to do? Like, what's my mission or purpose? But if you know what your purpose is and mission, like mine is to help people. I always want to help somebody in need of anything. Serve. Like if somebody need a meal, I'll give them a meal. You need $5 here, do what you want your $5. Like if you need if I know you need some shoes, I'm gonna give you some shoes. If you it's cold, like I'm gonna give you sweater off my back. You know what I mean? Like here, bro, I make clothes. Nothing to me. You know what I mean? Like so. That's what I'm learning in life, you know what I mean? And just a lot of Rios, like this year has been like a year like self-reflective, man. Like, cause I said like I started the year like just down in the dumps, man. Like just like damn, man. Like it ain't my baby, you know what I mean? Just like Clothing brand ain't doing too well, like And then I just doubled down, man. I'm like, man, like I got this shit figured out, man. Like I'm gonna figure it out, this way. And I'm going to just, write my goals down. Right. Like it's law of attraction. You just write your goals down,
Go back to what you know.
Yeah, you go back to the basics. Yeah. Like, what's like what are your whys? Yeah. Like, why are you doing this? You know what I mean? So I really, got back in that bag. Because like I said, I was doing music for a long time. I was doing a lot of stuff for a long time. And then when I started, prioritizing other stuff, I learned like, okay, now you gotta focus on yourself, man.
You gotta focus on yourself. So with those valuable lessons, those tough times, rough moments, tough times, you built yourself back up. You built yourself up and like adding tools to the bag. So now we're being through those experiences. How do you protect your power now? Like, is there a way to protect yourself, or do you just remind yourself of like daily reminders? Positive affirmations. I
do positive affirmations every day. Like I tell myself, speaking like, I'm being a multimillionaire. Like I say, like positive. I'm in good health, good spirit. Like whatever whatever the day brings. Like I'm speaking into it. You know what I mean? Okay. Like so. But back to before we go on to that, like also like what I told you, but this year, like I kind of like tackle like a lot of trauma.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Really? Yeah. Like I didn't really know my pops, so like my mom always told me, man, get to know your dad, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I met my pops one time, you know what I mean? Okay. So I didn't really know who my pops was. And,
was he local?
He's in Belize.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah, so I had to go over there, you know what I mean? So mom was like, hey, your pops is not doing too good, you know what I mean? Like it could be like any day now type of shit, you know what I mean? Right. You don't want to like
miss that opportunity.
Like to go like, talk to him or whatever you want to do as a man, you know what I mean? Like, so I decided to take the trip out there, But before that, I got fired from my job, you know. So I got fired. So I was like, damn, you know, that was
this year?
This year, yeah, in July. So in July, I got fired. I got fired because of the merch.
Okay.
Because they was like saying, hey, you're doing too much. You're not doing your job, or you're like, you know, like you put in the brand first. So they were like kind of saying, you're not putting the club first, you're putting the brand first.
And God told you to put yourself first.
Yeah, so that's saying back to the beginning of the year. Like, so I'm learning all these lessons is, you know, God is. The answer is in your face. Like, the answer is, I can give you the answers so you open your eyes and you see, you know what I mean? So, like, I got fired. And then
that's powerful.
Yeah, and then, so, because of the merch, because like I said, I was getting to Sexy Red, Future, like, I swear to visit all these people, you know what I mean? But the club didn't agree with that, like, you're a worker, you know what I mean? Like, you work, you know, for the club, so you came for your own business, like, we're not doing that, so.
Yeah. Okay, that's your prerogative.
Yeah,
okay.
So, then my mom told me in like July, like as soon as after I got fired, like, hey, your dad's not doing too good. I'm like, you know what I mean? Like I sat there and thought about like, man, you know what? Like I really hate this man, but you know what I mean? Like, you know, got no love for him because I got my step pops. But it's like, you know, your dad's your dad, you know what I mean? Like that's where you come from. So I was like, you know what? Let me put my ego and pride to the side. Let me just go take this trip and let me go, you know, meet this person. You know what I mean? So met my pops, you know what I mean? Like we had a dope conversation for like 4 hours, you know what I mean?
And he was sick at the time?
Nah, he's just like he's having heart problems, you know what I mean? So heart medicine and stuff like that. So you know what
Mom
I mean?
was like, no, get out there.
Yeah.
We don't know what it is. Get out there before
anything happened, you know what I mean? So I went out there, took that trip, you know what I mean? And then like I said, just, you know, tackling like a lot of trauma, you know, like, you know.
How did you feel coming back from there? Like
I felt like relief, man.
Okay.
I felt like a lot of stuff I had built up, a lot of stuff on my shoulders was just like, you know what I mean? Like I say, taking one step at a time. You know what I mean? Like people don't want to kind of face the trauma in life. You know what I mean? And I feel like you're a better person if you face your trauma. It makes you
slayed that monster. You slayed that demon that was. You may not know how much it was weighing on you, but it's weighing on you. You don't know how much it weighs until you get rid of it.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, oh shit.
Yeah, because a lot of spirit too intimidated. Like damn, like I'm 34. I met this nigga when I was 5. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's been like 30 years. Yeah. So like I don't even know this person. You know what I mean? Like I don't like have no type of love. Anything like towards that. You know what I mean? Like so. Like I said, it takes a real man to like, okay, let me give him a shot. Let me give him, a chance to like whatever, create a bond with me while he's still here. You know what I mean? Like I'm his firstborn son. You know what I mean? Like so, you know what I mean?
And so did you meet other family members out there?
I met other families I haven't seen in a long time.
Okay.
But like as far as like my pops though, like I was, that was like more the mission to go sit down and go see what he's talking about. You know what I mean?
Oh, that is dope.
So like I said, this year has been a roller coaster for me, Rios. Like I just, I talked to the Lord, man, and I just told him like, I just want help. I just want to figure it out, man, and just do right by everybody I love, and just like tackle everything that I've been avoiding, putting off. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? And just, all right, then let's do this so I can move forward in my life. Because my life's excelling at a crazy moment right now. Like I'm in different rooms, different people, with legendary people, legendary rooms. Like, so it's just about facing my fear, facing my trauma.
And you're also in these rooms lighter, with a clearer conscience. You know what I mean? Like, I know that I'm going after the stuff that I'm supposed to be here. Yeah. This is my purpose. This is, definitely. I talk to God about, you damn right I'm supposed to be in this room. You know what I mean?
Biggest motion. Biggest motion.
Biggest motion and tackling trauma. You know what I mean? Like getting the dead weight out of the way. You know what I mean? Like this stuff, I don't need to be dragging this as I'm running. Let me shed some of this weight. And now I'm moving faster. Now my motion.
Not even that, but even some people, like even people and even family, like some family don't want you successful. They want you to still be in the same box as them. They don't want to see you doing better than them. You know what I mean? Like it's just the doubters. Is like it's a lot of stuff that you have to shed. Like with your ego and pride, be like, no, I got this. I don't need them. I don't need what I mean to be latched onto that. You know what I mean?
How do you decipher what is who is wasteful and who is productive in your life?
I just go off of energy.
Okay.
Like if I'm around you and I'm not excelling, you bad for me, dragging me down. You like you sucking your vampire, you sucking my good energy. If I'm around you, we building, we bouncing ideas off of each other, we like making moves, we making money together. Like, okay, well, somebody I could be around. You know what I mean? Like it's just people need to just like it's kind of like a we're way, but it's like a cleanse.
Okay,
like you just like being around energies by just how you shake your hand, how you dap them up, how you greet me, how you treat me, like like just little
pay
like,
attention to the details,
little things. You know what I mean? You could tell off somebody's energy, like true people be having a bad day sometimes too. You know what I mean? But like, let's say I meet you again though, you're on the same energy, then okay, it wasn't you having a bad day. You know what I mean? It's
that's
like,
who you are.
That's who you are,
and that's what you think of me.
Exactly.
Dude, that is very. Because I talk to people about energies and like vibrations and frequencies and reading them, picking up on them. You know what I mean? Like, and not being so, like you said, tunnel vision that you don't see where there's value or people that are hurting you. Like I could go in certain homes, I could go in certain buildings or certain places and feel it. Like,
definitely,
this is not where I'm supposed to be. And I feel like I'm 43. Years old, you know what I mean? And I had the life, whatever I lived and whatever the past was, that was the past. But I've learned from all those experiences, and like, I don't think I made it to 43 by chance.
Not even that, but also you trust your instincts and trust in your gut.
Trust your gut and trust that feeling is that when you show up somewhere and you don't feel good.
Don't feel right.
You don't feel right. It's not right. It's not right for you. I still go places with my hammer, and it's like, but now I'm also getting to the point where I'm like,
you're cautious.
Like, why am I going? Like,
if I don't need to be there, why would I be there? You know, feel me? Like, that's people too. Some people like time wasters though will want to do that. Like, oh, I'm gonna just be there, just to be there. And if something crack off, something crack off. If something don't, something don't. But like, it's like, if it's not productive for me making money or being productive for my mission or my goal, then I'm not gonna put myself in that environment or be in that room or be in that space. You know what I mean? Like, so some people just don't have things to do. Right. So
absolutely, like out of boredom are just showing up to spaces. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what I mean. Like trying to avoid those elements of just like, oh, this is just to be here type of thing. Like, I did my just to be here. I put that time in a long time.
That shit's done. Like, you feel me? Ain't got me nowhere. Like, you feel me? So,
dude, and that's the I love my wife, and I also is my companion, my partner. You know what I mean? Like, she's my ace. Is like, I try to go places that are like not convenient, but like productive. I could bring my family there. Yeah. You know what I mean? I want to be places where my family can be there. And I get to the point, like if I'm somewhere too long or if I'm gone away too long, it's like, damn, like I want to get back to my family. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like where my base is and where I'm who I am, like protect and provide.
That good energy.
Good energy. And so I'm glad. I thank God all the time for people that I meet. And I'm telling you, like these reality checks, I've been bringing people and talking to people that I want to talk to. You know what I mean? That God has put in my life, and being able to put these amazing, beautiful people and y'all stories out here for kids that are watching. You know what I mean? The youth that are watching, to be able to be like, damn, Sidahfect did it. Yeah. Damn, Sidahfect made it out of this. And look at how he can be so positive and still be motion and still be able to be in these rooms. He has his past where he grew up, but he grew up. Yeah. He matured past, and he's taking the time to be talking about law of attraction, The Secret, manifesting, and the power of perception. You know what I mean? Like, and the being humble, to put your pride away. These are things that I believe everybody needs to see and hear, because we don't have the time. We don't always have the time to be able to say these things. Like on podcasts, Ace Boys Worldwide, or podcasts here. Sometimes that you have a few seconds to say something, you know what I mean? Like you're jumping in, and it's like entertainment. It's like fun. The boys is just shooting. Yeah. Sometimes when the boys are shooting the shit, it's not time to talk about this.
Or that topic. Or even a chat too. You get distracted by the chat. You see the chat going, and they talking about something. So like boo, like boo, or you know, shit like that.
Like that's not what I'm here for about Friday night. Yeah. Like what is side effect? What's Rios? Say that for reality check,
for real. Or they be on Trey or Manny, like, what is Manny talking about?
Get him out of there. But I think it's a beautiful thing because I'm getting to learn everybody, but God is putting you in my life. Put me in your life. You know what I mean? Like nothing is coincidence. Nothing is coincidence, and everything happens for a reason. But
you know, they say everybody we meet in our life, we met them in a past lifetime, right? Like,
really?
Yeah, like everybody we come in contact with, like we done met them in an alternate universe or alternate reality. So it's like kind of like you already know me from
already a familiarity there.
Yeah, like in a past realm or you know reality, like you know me.
We was riding with Genghis Khan.
Fucking all those. You all my offsprings. All
everybody. Hey, do you know Genghis Khan killed so many people?
Yeah, he's conqueror.
He changed the carbon footprint of the earth.
I believe it.
That's how many people he put away. It's crazy.
I believe it. He was a conqueror, man. He wanted to go. We going over there. We taking over this shit. This shit ours.
Everybody talking about like
the
people,
women too. We
everything. But this is go to say like the power of reality check because people getting to meet the face behind Junky Cartel, get to meet the personality, the spirit who's behind it and how it was built, the story of how it was built. Rest in peace to C-Dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah, C-Dog, rest in peace.
And the Junky Cartel, thank you for them bums coming out with they shit. So that idea could come.
Yeah, it sparked that idea. You
sparked
feel me?
an idea and everything happens for a reason. But I do want to say thank you for coming on, man, and being open and allowing people to see your growth as a person and your tools that you use to grow. It's powerful.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you bringing me through a reality check. You know, it's time for the conversation. This ain't lifetime, but I'm already telling my story. Thank you, Rios. I appreciate
man,
you.
Of course,
hey, hold on,
bro.
before we get off the pod, hold on.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shoot. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, man.
Let's go. Hey, this is dope.
Biggest motion, man.
Biggest motion, baby.
Biggest motion.
Hey,
yes, sir. Dope. Yes, sir. But yeah, man, let me give a shout out to Lefty Gunplay, man. Number 2, the motherfucking world with Kendrick Lamar, man. TV off, man. Lefty, I love you, man. Appreciate you.
Spooky,
got me
scary.
Spooky, scary. You feel me?
I made myself the plug, baby.
Yes, sir.
If that
yes,
ain't
sir.
the
yes,
truer
sir.
statement. Hey, this is a cold color, too. Damn. You know I'm about to put
crazy,
this on
spooky,
today.
Scary, hilarious. Crazy, spooky, scary, hilarious, man.
Hey, no, shout out to Lefty Gunplay. Shout out to All the Motion. Shout out to the West Coast. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar. Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody that's watching.
Shout out to Unity.
Shout out to Unity. Hey, that's it right there. Unity.
Yes.
Shout out to Unity and Motion, man. So thank you for coming to Reality Check, checking out my boy Sidahfect. Anything you want to shout out? Any websites? Any Instagrams?
Go to the website junkycartel.com, man. Go get all the motion. Right now I'm having a hot sale, man. So if you ain't got the bucks of support, it's time now.
The time is now.
40% off, man. Cause
go get your Christmas gift.
Yeah, because next year the price is going up, Rios.
Last year's price is not this year's.
Not this year's price, man. Shout out to all my supporters, man. Everybody, seeing the growth and what I'm excelling in life. And even bigger shout out to the doubters, man. Fuck y'all. You see me, biggest motion in the city. Bust down Sada, you feel me? East side Sada.
Let's go.
Shout out to the Four Trades, man. My guys, man. Shout out to Four Deuce Po 8. Shout out to the East Side, man. Shout out to Belize. And once again, man, thank you, Rios.
Yeah,
man.
Of course. Hey, you gotta take me to Belize, man. Next time you go, I want to go. For real. Me and my wife was just talking about Belize.
You gonna love it,
dude.
You gonna love Belize, man. But once again, Rio, thank you for the opportunity, brother.
Absolutely. Thank you for coming through, brother.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you. This Reality Check with Sidahfect, Junky Cartel. It's all about motion and unity.